You might gather a lot of interest fan-wise relative to the quarterback. Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
I think that we should go get either Shador Sanders or Jalen Milroe. Don't get me wrong, Jalen Milroe is really good, but I compare him to Bo Nix because they were talking bad about Bo Nix, and look at him now. He's a playoff quarterback. So I say go take Jalen Milroe or Shador Sanders. Please, tell me what you think. Go Browns.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Here's the thing. If you're taking Jalen Milroe, you better go get another veteran because you want to make sure by the time you're ready to start him and put him on the field, he's absolutely ready. He's got to work on mechanics. There's a lot of things. I think he has a huge upside. I don't know if he's going to get there. He's probably the riskiest of the quarterbacks. High risk, high reward. I know you're sold on Sanders. I don't dislike Shador Sanders, but if you're taking a pick at number 2, you better get somebody who is Denzel Ward, Myles Garrett. You got to get a foundational piece that you are convinced is going to be a guy that's there for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any question about it. I mean, I'm not saying like don't take Shador Sanders just because you have to take the quarterback. Take him if you believe him, and I personally believe him. After watching a lot of Colorado football over the last 2 years, they were always featured a lot on Fox and FS1 and ESPN, all those places, and all he did was really play at a very consistent level. Some of the games they lost, Oregon, Nebraska, BYU, for example, all were games where I felt like he had no shot because his offensive line was just that mismatched, that much of a disadvantage. But going back to what the caller was saying about Jalen Milroe, I don't agree with stylistically, he's not Bo Nix. I'd say he's closer to Jalen Hurts. But although I think Milroe is a faster runner than Jalen Hurts was, I put on the podcast on Friday, I said that Milroe's athleticism for me falls somewhere between Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts as a runner. And I think Milroe's got outstanding speed. I think of the quarterbacks in this draft, like his speed is the best tool period of any of those quarterbacks. If you want to throw a baseball term out there, just tools like when it comes to just the tool of a player, Jalen Milroe's speed is the best pure tool I think of any quarterback in this draft. But like what we were saying with Jalen Milroe, I would absolutely trade up in the first round. If I don't take Shador Sanders second overall, I would try to get ahead of the Steelers or the Rams to take Jalen Milroe. But I'm with you. With Jalen Milroe, one thing I've been saying this whole time, you have to do everything in your power to not play him as a rookie. Everything you can possibly do to not play him until he's beyond ready. I'm saying to the point where his footwork is this revamped footwork that he's been working on since the Browns worked with him at the Senior Bowl on his footwork, and it seems like he's taking that to heart. He really, based on all the reporting you see out there, he really takes to coaching. He's an incredibly hard worker, and that's all great. That's exactly what you want to see from a quarterback. If I'm committing resources to him in that 5th year option, I want him to be over ready. So if that means trading for Kirk Cousins and having Kenny Pickett be the backup and Jalen Milroe basically be your redshirt guy for as much of 2025 as possible, so be it. Because you want him to be ready to go and everything truly committed to muscle memory, so that when he's in game action and everything starts flying around, that he's not straying from the things he's been working on for several months.
Yeah, I'm with you. Look at it this way if you're thinking about Milroe. He has to force me to put him into a game because he has done everything during the week that we've been working on since the time we drafted him. That's where you're at with Milroe relative to playing in an NFL game.